want me to go high, so I'm finna go high. They want me to go far.
Yo, what's good, Chicago? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your boy, Mike B, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Chicago Unhinged, where we talk all things Chicago sports. And in today's video, we're going to talk about the NFL draft. We're going to recap all the draft prospects that Ryan Poles made. So let's rock out. So Ryan Poles came out of this draft with 10 young prospects to add on to the Chicago Bears roster, and I like what Ryan Poles did. You can tell he really got a type. We seen it last year of the guys that uber athletic, that their speed. They got traits that you really can't teach, you can't really coach. They just God gifted abilities, and I think you can say that about a lot of these guys here. The guys got God gifted talent, and they can just need the right coach, the right system to bring it out of them, and you can really have a player. And I think a lot of the players that he drafted can be some quality players, whether it's rotation or whether it's a star player. So let's talk about the day twos and day threes players. But before we get into that, the offensive side of things, I already talked about Darnell Wright. I think pretty much this offense is set. I think they did a lot to help out Justin Fields, giving him another a star receiver in DJ Moore. Sure, find that right side of the offensive line, getting Darnell Wright for the right tackle. Got two young tackles, two gritty guards, and Tevin Jenkins and Nate Davis. And a veteran center, whether you want to go with Lucas Patrick or Cody White here. I think this offensive line is going to take a step further, and I really do believe the ball is now in Justin Fields' court. Can he go out there and show us why he's the quarterback of the future? I believe he can, but now there's going to be no excuses for this season, whether or not if he's going to be the guy. So people may disagree, but I think this offense is just good enough for Justin Fields to go out there and prove all the doubters wrong, which I believe he can. But let's get into the draft picks. First pick of the second round was Javon Dexter. To me, this guy was similar to last year pick Dominique Robinson. Both guys was basketball players, played different positions, and then switched over to a D lineman. So they not a finished product, which I believe Dexter is not a finished product. You can see the talent is there. The numbers don't jump out to you, but you can see if he get the right coaching, he can be a big time player for this Bears team. But I think right now his strength is getting in the middle, stopping the run. I think he got pass rush abilities, but I think right now he's going to be stuff in the middle, stopping the run. Tariq Stevenson, I love this pick for him. I would have went Stevenson at 53. I think Dexter would have still been there, but hey, I'm not the GM, but I still love this pick. He reminded me of Jaquan Brisker at the cornerback position. You pair him with Gordon and Jalen Johnson, that secondary, which was already good, get even better. This is a guy who can take the ball away. We already know Eberflus loves takeaway. Hopefully this don't mean this the end of Jalen Johnson, because I'm a huge Jalen Johnson fan. I think he's a great cornerback. He may not go out there and get interceptions, but if you really watched him last year, quarterbacks did not really throw his way. So it was tough for him to get those interceptions. So I hope Ryan Poles don't hold that against him, because if you talking turnovers, he still created turnovers with forced fumbles. He may not get the interceptions, but he's going to cause fumbles, and he did that. I think he had 2 to 3 forced fumbles last year, so that's creating turnovers. It's not interceptions, but a turnover is a turnover. So I think Jalen Johnson should be a lock to return. It all comes down to what he thinks he's worth in that contract situation. Hope they get it done, because we're going to need that CB1 to follow the best wide receivers in today's game. And you've seen a lot of receivers really give praise to Jalen Johnson last season. Zach Pickens is another guy that I believe got a lot of potential to be great, a great run defender. I think he got more of a pass rusher skills than Dexter. I love this Pickens. Fourth round, Rashawn Johnson, who was Bijan Robinson backup, who could have been higher in this draft if he was a starting running back. And I think this was a steal for Chicago Bears. Kind of remind me of David Montgomery, a bigger version. Can make guys misses, really bounce off guys when guys trying to tackle him. Hard guy to bring down, and could really get out there and run. Not the fastest guy, but he got speed on him. And one thing he got is pass blocking, a great pass blocker. That's something Ryan Post loved, his running back to have, and that's why I believe he got a chance to be starter running back, because he got every quality that Khalil Herbert got, just maybe outside of the speed. So also a great pass catcher as well. So I like this pickup. Tyler Scott, wide receiver, kind of got a similar body as Darnell Mooney, 5'10", 170 pounds. A guy who's not a finished product, but can run, man. That man got some legs on him. I think he played receiver for 3 years. Before that, he was a running back. So you can see, got to clean up on the drop balls. Not as a crisp route runner, but like I said before, he only been playing the position for 3 years, so he's still learning, still honing in his craft. But I think when once everything's clicking for him, he can be a huge part of this wide receiver core, and could start as early as next year. I think if he come in and play some great football, he could be number 4 on this depth chart, right behind Mooney, Claypool, and DJ Moore. I think he got the skill set to be better than EQ, Velus Jones Jr. or Dante Pettis. So I think it's a real chance that he can be wide receiver number 4. He can probably get in there and contribute right away. Noah Sewell, brother of Penei Sewell, a nice linebacker. Kind of remind me of Jack Sanborn, a tough, quick linebacker that's always around the football, can blitz the quarterback. Some people say we may put him at the pass rusher. Maybe that's why they didn't get a pass rusher, but I think it's still a chance for them to add a pass rusher, in my opinion. I think that's the only thing that's missing on this defense, that's missing as the team as a whole. It's a legit pass rusher that can get to the quarterback. I think once we figure out that position, I like this Bears team as a whole. But other than that, I like this pick. The last few picks I'm still doing my research on. That's cornerback Terrell Smith, Travis Bell, and Kendall Williamson. I think Smith and Williamson will be nice special team players as Bell. I think he may be probably the steal of this draft. I like the traits of this guy. Tough, speed, got a nice move set. Just need a little bit more coaching. I think he can be a great rotation piece on this team. But overall, I like what the Bears did in this draft. They stuck to their guns. Got the best players available. Got some really good players. Maybe some better players than they did last season. So Ryan Post doing his thing, man. I think a lot of these guys got boom potential. Some of these guys are going to buzz, or not buzz, but some of the guys are going to underperform. That's with any draft. We've seen a couple of guys last year that kind of on their way to being cut, like Trafton Ebner, Zachary Thomas, Jakir Carter, a lot of guys who, practice players and stuff like that. So we're going to have those with this draft, but I think we got a lot of talent coming into Chicago Bears. So let me know what you guys think about this year's Bears draft. I think next year going to be even better because we got 2 potential first round picks. Hopefully we address this edge rusher, man. I can't wait. Can't wait to see this Bears team, these young players. Can't wait to see the players last year and year 2. Let me know, Bears Nation. Like always, bear down.